Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to this Yin Yoga practice today. So if you have practiced Yin Yoga before, great, but if you haven't practiced it before, I would definitely ask you to come and practice this once, especially if you are a person who cannot sit still and has difficulty sitting still. This is a great way of programming your mind, say reprogramming your mind and making your mind be okay with stillness, not doing anything, with quiet as well, because all we have to do, we have to strike the balance between doing and not doing, between work and the rest. And this practice is perfect way for you to step into that habit of relaxation as well. Otherwise our mind always wants to work. In Yin Yoga, we hold our asanas for longer, so be ready to be quite still and go really mindful. Beautiful practice. If you are actually trying to get into meditation practice, you will see that it is a great stepping stone for your meditation. Yin Yoga has multiple physical benefits, including that it works on your deeper connective tissues. We stress our tissues and we work on the joints, ligaments, as well as the biggest connective tissue in our body, which is fascia, which is responsible for the framework of the body. You end up really working on the elasticity of these tissues. So today we'll be exploring some of the hamstring stresses, working on your hips, lower back, and overall body. So let's just reprogram our mind with this practice and let's meet on the mat and practice it together. So for breath awareness, you can lie down on your belly. You can cross your forearms, maybe catching hold of the upper arm right above your elbow, and place your forehead over the crossed arms. Now we also have to make sure that our chest is lifted, so we are not placing these arms way too ahead, maybe a little bit closer to your chest so that your chest can be lifted, and just rest your forehead. And we are going to deep breathe in this one. So automatically your breath will deepen in this asana, and you can just observe your breath, observe how the floor pressing the belly, and breathe in and breathe out, breathing all the way down to your tailbone. And all the way out through your nostrils from your tailbone. Surrender on your mat. So we are not really trying to have any control. We are just surrendering on the mat. As we are also becoming aware of the breath, relax the shoulders, relax your jaw, relax your whole body. And deepen the awareness of your breath. Feeling the touch of your belly on the ground. Feeling the expansion in your lower back as you inhale. Feeling the relaxation of your belly and contraction as you exhale. Your arms are totally relaxed. Letting your body be. Just become aware of everything around you, all the sounds around you. merging into this present moment, connecting with everything of this moment. Whatever is available right now to experience, we are experiencing that fully, including our emotions, feelings, the way we are feeling in our body, the sensations. Breathe in, and as you breathe out slowly, release your arms. Place your palms right next to your chest, tuck your toes, lift yourself back up to come into your sitting position in Vajrasana, which means sitting over your heels. So if you want, you can also place a cushion under your hips if you have gap between your heels and your hips. We are going to chant one Om Chi Shantis first to begin our session. Join your palms to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And as you exhale, open your eyes. Now we are going to start a session with a little bit of ankle stretch, so you can continue to sit in Vajrasana. Now there are two options. You can either place your palms behind you and just taking your chest, leaning back a little bit on your palms. If you want, place a cushion or a block under your palms. You can just simply stay here and feeling that stretch in your ankles, or maybe slightly lifting your knees up. If you want, you can also support your knees with a cushion or a bolster or a blanket. Staying here, some of you may be able to place your palms on the knees and then lift your knees up, while also maybe looking up or just dropping your head down. If you want, you can relax your spine totally, rounding it. That's perfectly fine. So whatever feels comfortable for you. You're going to stay here for a minute and feeling that nice stretch in your ankles. And if you feel that you have found a new edge, then you can lift your knees a little bit more up to deepen the stretch, the stress that we are trying to give to our joints in our ankle joints, the front and the back. So it's all about finding the edge. We follow 3 principles in Yin Yoga. Number 1, we find the edge, we find the balance point wherein we know that we will be able to hold asana for this long. Principle number 2, we remain still. So we resolve to remain still. We try and not move too much. Principle number 3 is we try and hold for the time that we have decided. And so we're going to follow these principles throughout the practice. Now slowly bringing your knees back down. And we are going to work a little bit on our toes. So you can lift your hips up. You're going to tuck our toes, so you can maybe stretch your toes if possible. Place them on the mat, tuck them, and then take your hips over your heels. Now over here, if you feel that you want to deepen the stretch in your toes, then slide your knees a little bit forward. As you slide your knees, you will get the stress, more stress in your toes. So depending on what is your edge, finding that edge. And we are going to stay here for another minute. So we work on deeper connective tissues. We hold for long in Yin Yoga, and that is how we try and target the deeper connective tissues in our body, which also includes our joints, ligaments, the fascia, the largest tissue, which is connective tissue, which is responsible for the framework of the body. And we don't engage our muscles in this practice. So just once you find the edge, allow yourself to be surrender, loosen up. You don't have to have much of control on your asana. Just a little bit to hold up, that's it. We are not pushing our limits, always reaching to your 60 to 70% capacity and learning to relax into the stillness. Well done. Now place your palms in front of you. We are going to start to lift our hips from here, taking your knees back. Maybe first put your foot down, and maybe if you want to walk your palms a little bit more back, and we are going to move to dangling position from here. So start to lift your hips up and maybe straightening your knees as much as you can and as much as you want, whatever feels comfortable for you. Release your arms and cross your arms, getting into this dangling pose, allowing your torso to be free, loose, and hanging down towards the floor. If you can fully straighten your knees, you're most welcome to do that. Otherwise, just keeping your knees slightly bent. Relax your shoulders. And feel as if your upper body is just melting towards the floor. You're not having any control. Feeling this passive stress which we are giving to our hamstrings here. So there's no consistent pushing forward that we are doing. We are getting into one position, and after that we are leaving the rest on the body. The body will work on itself. The gravity will work on the body as well. And we are trusting the process. So just taking your action, finding your edge, and trust the process after that. And let go. We are not even looking at an outcome. It is an ongoing process working on our body. And we're just enjoying in our asana. Connecting with all the sensations, feelings. Connecting with your breath. Remember, it is a passive stress. So if you don't push yourself and if you find a comfortable edge, it'll be okay for you to hold. But if you push and you try and go beyond your edge, then it may be a little difficult and uncomfortable for you to hold this long into your asanas. So making a wise decision into finding the edge. Few more seconds here. And again, slowly placing your palms down, and we are going to bring our hips back down. And moving into your Scott pose, Malasana. For that, as you come down, if you feel that it's very challenging for you to keep your foot down, place a cushion or maybe fold the cushion. Take as much height under your heels that you want. You can also roll your mat or use the blocks, placing the blocks under your feet. So you can do any of that. And then maybe just resting your upper arms over your knees. And you can drop your head down. If you want, you can also drop your arms down. So we are not holding up like we do in active yoga. We are surrendering the torso completely. If you want, you can catch hold of your arms with each other, crossing their arms, holding like that, or let your arms fall apart. Whatever feels nice and comfortable for you. You can always point your toes a little bit diagonal if that feels better. Like for me, my feet are parallel. Then if you want, you can keep your feet diagonal. And watching the gravity working on our body slowly. how the gravity is pulling the body down slowly and gently without you even doing anything. And maybe watching through your resistance. Sometimes when we feel little discomfort, our body or mind starts resisting it, which means we don't want to feel the feelings, we don't want to feel any sensation, we just want to get over with it and get done with it. So if that feeling comes, just watching through it. You don't have to fight your resistance, just watch your resistance if there's any. And continue to breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, one breath at a time. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. You can use Ujjayi breath using the muscles, the back of your throat muscles, making the ocean wave like sound if you want, if that makes you feel better. Just watching through all the feelings, sensations running through your body. Notice how your hips are feeling. Notice how your shoulders are feeling. How is your neck feeling? If you want to move your neck a little bit from side to side, you can do that. Sometimes holding in one position can feel uncomfortable. You can maybe rotate your neck a little bit. Always make those movements for sure. Otherwise, remaining still. And slowly release your arms. Now, if you want, you can again sit over the cushion. We are going to keep our right knee as it is and extend the left leg outside. So, straightening your knee. If you can't, that's okay. You can just keep your left knee a little bit bent. Or if you want, supported with cushion again, or a roll towel, blanket, whatever is comfortable for you. For 1 minute or two, we are going to fold forward. You can walk your palms forward depending on what is comfortable for your body, and find the edge for your legs, whatever feels okay, and then holding here for about 2 minutes. Over here we are working on the lower back, and allow your spine to round. If you feel that your spine is rounding, that's perfectly fine. That's no problem at all. And open your left leg as much as it is comfortable for you to hold, as long as you're getting some sensations. So we are seeking some sensations, and whenever you stop to feel those sensations, that's when you know that you've found the new edge, and you can move to the new edge then. If you want, you can also use the bolster, placing under your palms, or if you want to rest your head over the bolster, you can do that. Maybe placing your forearms down. There are multiple options that you can choose to make yourself feel more relaxed. Just surrender towards the mat. Let the gravity work. Let go of all the control. And let your body merge towards the floor. And feeling that small little opening inch by inch in your body. Now slowly look back up and maybe holding your right shin or ankle with your left palm. Take your right arm behind you, just dropping it behind you and bending over to your left. And just dropping your head to the side. That way you will also extend the side of your neck here. Just 1 minute here. And just let your torso be free. You're not holding up. Allow it to fall down. There's no right and wrong in this practice. So just explore yourself. And as you inhale, slowly coming back up in the center. Let's change the side. So you can bend your left knee, sliding your left heel closer to your sit bones, and then open your right leg. Again, choose the knee position for yourself. Use the props if you have to. And place your palms in front of you. So your shoulder is inside your knee, and walk your palms forward. You're going to hold here for about 2 minutes. So over here also, your heel can consistently be on the floor or on the block or maybe cushion. And folding forward is also not necessary. You can stay in the center if that feels proper. Different people will have different edges, different days will have different edges. Each day your body may feel different, and today what edge you found, maybe in another practice you'll find another edge, and that's perfectly fine. So we don't have to push or go back to our edge, accepting today's reality as it is and being okay with the change that we are doing and facing today in life or maybe in your practice. Embracing every day the way it is. The only thing which is permanent is change, and just embracing the change. Watch how with each exhalation your body is just sinking down. And it is beautiful to explore that part of this practice, the way gravity works on the body, the way gravity welcomes your body to open up, and how gradually it opens up beautifully without pushing, without any much work, simply by trusting and surrendering. And slowly come back to the center. We will do the side release. So catching hold of your left shin with your right palm. Take your left shoulder back, palm behind you, and dropping your torso to the right. Allow your neck also to fall. And making sure that we are not getting any kind of contraction. If you feel getting contraction, maybe shift your shoulder a little bit forward and backward. Check where it is comfortable for you. If you have to lift a little bit in the center, that's also okay. But we don't want any kind of sharp pain anywhere running through our body. Let your torso fall to your right. Allow it to fall. Let go of all the controls. Surrender. Let loose. Relax your shoulders. Relax your torso. Relax your whole body. And slowly coming back to the center. Now you can bend your right knee as well from here itself and walk your feet little bit more forward in front of you. So we are going to stay here for a few breaths. You can stay in the center or maybe placing your palms forward and walk your palms forward and drop your head down. Alternatively, you can catch hold of your shin, ankle or foot and drop your head down. I'll show you from the side also. And we are holding here for a minute, or we can hold here for 3 minutes, because after 1 minute we are going to straighten the knees. So choose your position, that's okay, but for a minute we are going to stay here. So you can just simply round your back and be wherever is comfortable for you, and feeling this nice opening, little bit of opening in your groin area. You may also feel some on the side of your thighs, some sensation. So looking for sensation, and everybody will have a different sensation in different area, because everybody's body will be differently opened. Some areas are more stiff, some areas are more flexible. So you may find a different sensation that I am finding for myself. So exploring those sensations. And let go. And you can continue to stay here. For some of you, you may be able to straighten your knees, or maybe placing a roll towel or a cushion under your knees. That's also fine. Or straighten your knees as much as you can. We're going to stay in this position for about 3 minutes. So find a nice edge for you wherein you know that you would be able to pull it through. If you want, use the bolster in front of you, resting your chest, or maybe your forearms over the bolster, resting your chin over your fingers, over your palms, or you can simply rest your forehead over the bolster, or you can just keep the bolster upright and placing your forehead over the bolster, hugging the bolster like this. So choose the variation, multiple options you have to explore. If you want, you don't have to use props. You can do this without the props as well. Maybe I'll just use in this one. Relax the shoulders. Allow your body to be free. And feel a mental calm. With each forward fold, we feel a lot of calm, the sensation of calm as well. It really relaxes your mind. Finding that stillness, the quiet within us. And noticing how every time your mind kind of like keeps telling you that you need to be doing something, and noticing how when we give this time to ourselves to relax, to go and pause, to be still, what happens to your mind? Is it cooperating with you? Or is it nagging you again to do something? And we just have to notice that. There's nothing that we need to do anything about. And that's how we can reprogram our mind to be still, to be okay with not doing and just being with ourselves. And feeling ourselves, feeling our own essence, feeling who we are. And in this, throughout the practice, we sweep awareness throughout the body. And whenever I sweep my awareness, I also find that some part of the body I start holding on to, I start having that control. And then the only way I can find that is I keep sweeping my awareness to find those areas and then let go of that tension, let go of that control, and just relaxing. Again, you can place your palms back on the mat, walk your palms back. Maybe remove the bolster if you have around you. Now we are going to move to butterfly. So I'm continuing to sit over the cushion. You can do that, continuing to sit over the cushion. Now in butterfly, maybe some of you may be able to bring your heels very close to your groin. For others, it may be a little far. That's okay. Wherever you are, you may also want to support your knees with the cushion on both sides, or if you can do without the cushions, you can also do it without the cushions. So choose your variation. Maybe placing the cushions in front of you or under your ankles. Sometimes the ankles might start hurting. I usually prefer some kind of, support under my ankles. You can also place a folded towel, napkin, whatever. And then just maybe either folding forward, or you can simply stay in the center depending on what edge you find for yourself. You can also use another prop and just holding and just resting over the prop. So find whatever is okay for you. And it's not necessary that in the beginning, if you think that you're going to use the prop, after some time, if you find a new edge, you can remove the prop. I'll show you from this side as well. Allowing your spine to round, relaxing the whole torso. Feel the sensation in your groin, your hips, lower back. If you feel too stiff in your knees, then it's better that you support them with the cushion. Otherwise, let the gravity pull the knees down. And with time, the sensation in your groin may only get deeper if you let go. If you resist the pull of gravity, then of course you will not, with time, you may not find the new edge because you're consistently resisting. You're not allowing the gravity to work. You're not allowing your body to open naturally. Sometimes we have fear that what if it goes beyond the limits, but that won't happen until you do it actively. When you naturally let your body open, you will not get injured. So you can just let go and allow the body to open the way it is opening. And notice what sensations that you are getting. For example, I'm getting more sensation in my right thigh, almost nothing in my left. It shows that maybe my right thigh is more stiff today. And that's okay. You don't have to seek the same sensation in both sides of your body as well. That just shows that, okay, today my right thigh is more stiff, and you become aware of your body, which is even great. And let us again press the palms down to walk your palms back, coming back in the center. Place both of your palms under your knees, bring your knees together and hug your shin. And we're going to sit here for a few breaths, just hugging the shin, maybe lifting the torso. If you want, you can drop the head down. Just bringing the groin muscles back to their neutral position. And again, as you inhale, release. Next, we are going to move into the pigeon pose. So that can be a bit challenging to hold. So make sure you're finding absolutely right edge for yourself. So come onto your fours and then bring your right shin forward inside your palms. And maybe keeping your foot closer to your groin, and then slide your left leg back as you bring your right hip down over here. If you have gap, then place a cushion under your right hip. And shifting your weight equally on both sides. So it's not that we are dropping on right side or the left side. We want to hold in the center. So choosing the position for your right shin, it can be parallel to the mat or closer to your groin. That is important. Mostly keep it closer to the groin, otherwise it will be too challenging for hold for some time. So let us hold for about 2 minutes here. And maybe with time you'll find a new edge. In case that happens, then from lifting up, maybe staying here for a minute, and then you can place your forearms down and stay there for another minute. So let us hold here first. And pressing the palms down so that we can relax the torso. So I am pressing, my bottom of the palm is pressing into the mat, and I'm able to relax the weight of my torso on my arms. If you feel that your knee feels uncomfortable, then place a cushion under your left knee and maybe pressing the back of the foot down. That will release your knee. Or you can tuck your toe as well. Whatever makes you feel okay in your knee is important. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the jaw, maybe dropping the head down, or maybe keeping it in the center, whatever feels comfortable for you right now. Let us, from here, if you can, place your forearms down. Again, if you want, place a cushion, bolster, anything in front of you. Choosing how much height that you want to go down, you can go all flat on the ground. That's also fine. Or keeping your chest slightly lifted. If you want more sensation in your lower back, then keeping the chest lifted would be the better option. And if your leg moves in a little bit more naturally, it's okay. Allow that to happen. It's making sure that in whatever we are doing, we are safeguarding the knee for sure, since we are holding for this long. And that's why, because we hold in very long in Yin Yoga, we don't really engage the muscles. Engaging your muscles for that long is not right for your body. And in Yang Yoga, the active yoga, we have to engage our muscles, otherwise you'll strain your lower back, your core. And in Yin, we let go, we surrender, we loosen up. It's all about loosening up. And that's why both practices are complementary, and it's great to do both of the practices and striking that balance in our mental and physical being. And let us now press the palms down, tuck your back toe, and slowly lift your hips up, slide your right leg back. So in this practice, we always get into the asana very slowly, mindfully, and get out of the asana very slowly and mindfully. Because we hold for that long, our organs really get into that one position, and then it's important that we take a slow movement to come out of the asana. So let us hold, first lifting up, support the knee if you want, maybe a minute or so, something here. Body weight in the center always. I prefer to put my head down, but you can choose the position for your neck, whatever feels more comfortable. And from here, let us place the forearms down if possible. Otherwise, you can stay in the original position. And just relax. Keep breathing through your nostrils. Watch your breath. Relax your body. Let it settle down on the mat. Yin Yoga teaches you the art of surrendering, the art of letting go. Let loose. We tend to hold on to things, and we can learn letting go through this practice, how to let go, and trust and have faith in the process. Again, you can press your palms down to walk your palms back, tuck your back toe, and slide your leg back. We're going to lie down on our back from here. So finding your transition to lie down on your back. You're going to twist from here, so you can extend your arms in the T shape. Maybe grab the cushions if you want. keeping the props little away from you. When you're relaxing, you don't want any props to be touching simply without the use of them. So you can extend your arms in the T shape. You have multiple options. You can either bend both of your knees, drop them to your right, place a cushion under or between your knees, or just bend one knee and drop the left knee over the right side. If you want, you can also bend the right knee and catching hold of your right foot with your left palm, looking over your left shoulder. I will show you from the other side as well. If you want to see how to catch hold of your leg, this is how you catch hold of your leg. And you can just simply stay here. And then you can let go, relax. And as you exhale, slowly release. Let's change the side. And again, as you exhale, you can release. We are going to move into Shavasana. So you can choose, if you want, you can support your knees with a bolster or folded blanket, roll towel, whatever you want. I'm going to support my knees today, I just feel like. And once you support your knees, you'll feel that lower back is really touching down. That may make you feel a little bit more relaxed. And allow your arms to be free, legs also to be free, nice and relaxed. Make whatever movement you want to make before really getting into your relaxation. Let your body fall apart and let it sink down on the mat. Giving yourself permission to fully relax. So relaxing your body, which means you're letting go of all the tension, all the control from your body. Relaxing your mind is you're not trying to have any control over your mind. If it wanders, let it wander. If it comes back, let it come back. You're simply watching everything that is happening. There is no controller here. And we are truly relaxing into our being. Watch your breath. With each exhalation, you're sinking yourself down deeper on the mat, relaxing deeper. Each and every part of your body is just relaxing, getting heavier on the ground as you exhale. And you can sweep your awareness throughout to see how your body is just relaxing. Relaxing into our present reality as it is, without wanting to change it. Enjoying and having gratitude for everything that we have in this particular moment. Filling ourselves with contentment and gratitude, gratefulness for everything that we have received so far. And relaxing into that gratitude. And you can continue in this relaxation for as long as you wish. And if you would like to come out, begin to become aware of the surroundings again, of your breath again, all the sounds around you, touching the touch of the body with the ground. And maybe moving your toes, fingers gently, or making whatever movement, maybe rotating your ankles, your wrist, your head from one side to the other, stretching your arms, stretching your whole body. And as you exhale, bend your knees, roll over to your right. And take your time to come up into your sitting asana. And let us seal a practice with one Om. Join your palms to the heart center. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you can open your eyes. I hope you've enjoyed this practice. I wish to see you soon in some other practice. Until then, bye-bye.